cutting undercolor. This board really helps me because this is the straight grain, this is the bias, so I can fold this on this line, and that is a true bias. So undercolor have to be on a bias. So take my undercolor pattern and lay down here, and I cut it on a true bias, just like this. For fusible, I simply cut 2 fusibles from undercolor because I want fusible to be smaller than top color. So since I cut it one at a time, I fold it at the center back and I cut with a rotary cutter just like this. Okay, top color is cut on a straight grain. So this is a cross grain, this is a straight grain. Okay, so I can fold this like this and take my pattern that's on a half and I put this way and I'll cut the top color. So I have all the color pieces ready, including my fusible. Do you know what's the difference between top color and undercolor in addition to bias? Top color is always bigger than the undercolor because it's on top. So I normally make about 3/16 wider, and also this way about 1/8 wider. And you will understand why when we sew. Now I'm ready to take it to sewing machine. So I will use 1/4 seam allowances adjoining seams, top color and bend, and then I will use 3/8 around the edges. For the joining seam, I usually like either Gutermann thread or Coats and Clark thread. So I happen to have very close color to this, so I'm gonna use Coats and Clark's, which is very strong cotton covered polyester thread. Everything's important. Now I pin top color and under color everywhere to stitch, but like right this corner I thread through and through because this is where I need to stop stitch. So this is where it is on the pattern, right this corner. And now it's time to turn around. So if I just simply turn around like this, as you see, it will be very bulky here and indentation. That's why I need to cut. It's called step cutting. So I need to cut just 1 seam allowance, and I will cut the undercolor seam allowance, and I'll tell you why. So I'm cutting extra an 1/8 like this, but in these corners I have to cut this way. Okay, so I will keep cutting. Okay, step cutting is complete. So now I like to use this tool once I turn the corners, and when I turn the corners I like to push this one way, both, hold it like this. Everything needs the technique, and so that the corners are nicely done. And I don't like too much pointy, just a slight curve like this. And now you don't even see any bumps of the seam allowances. And once we press it, it will be perfect. I'm ready to press now. I also had to add the back stitch towards the undercolor. So as you see, when it's folded, it rolls slightly back. And here it's supposed to match perfectly. That's why I made the undercolor smaller than the top color, because it rolls inside.